Hello, my name is Katie Moore.
And I'm Ashley Tomzik.
We are both Spiegel Research Fellows in Northwestern University's Integrated Marketing Communication Full-Time Master's Program. Our 5-person student research team has been working with customer data from PARCO, a Japanese mall operator, to investigate how mobile apps can drive engagement and in-store purchases. This presentation will include a brief overview of the transformation of retail trends, an outline of our research project and its methodology, and the results from our statistical models, followed by our team's recommendations and next steps. It's no secret that e-commerce has continued to grow substantially in the past few years and has no signs of slowing down. This has created a challenge for malls and standalone stores, as online retailers are now fulfilling many customer needs that could at one point only be handled by physical locations. The question becomes, what can mall operators and store owners do to keep up with evolving shopping behaviors and stay relevant to its consumers? Mall visitors have come to expect a more complete experience that goes beyond just shopping. Now malls offer entertainment, restaurants, and services across a variety of industries so that customers can thoroughly enjoy this experience and find everything they need in one central location. By adding these extra features and evolving to better fit customer needs, malls aim to keep customers engaged in these experiences and interested in returning to the mall in the future. As part of upgrading the customer experience, many malls are now adding digital and mobile integrations to their offerings to keep customers engaged during their visit. 2 key trends that are especially relevant to our discussion today are beacon technology and mobile apps. By adding these digital and mobile integrations, malls can track more about the user's purchase decision journey through their engagement with the beacon notifications and the app functionalities and can better gauge what drives them to purchase. Keeping this in mind, I'd like to introduce you to PARCO, which is one of Japan's largest shopping mall operators and the key focus of our discussion today. PARCO has done an excellent job of integrating digital and mobile engagement opportunities for its customers through its Pocket PARCO mobile app. The app is not only a mobile app for the PARCO malls, but also a loyalty app for customers. When users open the app, they see what appears to be a social media feed. This section contains promotional content, information about the stores at PARCO, and much more. Customers can also gain points through app engagement actions and purchases to eventually earn a gift card reward. With this information about PARCO in mind, I'll take you through an overview of our project. Our research team was tasked with examining how app engagement affects purchase behavior at PARCO, both at the mall level and at the store level. We uncovered 2 key findings, which we will explain more thoroughly later in the presentation. First, we saw that mobile app engagement is effective in driving purchase behavior at the mall. Secondly, the data shows that stores benefit most from more focused customer engagement, which demonstrates the importance of the store's brand in getting customers to purchase at a store. Our team first rolled up the PARCO customer data by week and by customer for all of 2016. We examined 3 key questions that would help to guide our findings. First, what drives a customer to buy something at a mall? Secondly, what drives a customer to buy something at a particular store at the mall? And finally, what drives a customer to increase the number of items bought at a store? By analyzing the data sets both at the mall level and at the store level, our team uncovered some actionable findings. First of all, when analyzing the data at the mall level, the results show that mobile app engagement is effective in driving purchases at the mall. When we asked ourselves as a team what drives a customer to purchase at the mall, our team decided to develop a logistic regression model by utilizing variables in 4 key areas: engagement, seasonality, demographics, and control variables that were kept constant to determine if mobile app engagement had a significant effect on purchase likelihood, that is, whether someone made a purchase. So what did this show us? The model showed that app engagement does in fact increase purchase likelihood at the mall level. If a customer engaged with the PARCO app by checking into the mall in the app or liking something in the app's feed in a given week, they were 1.35 times more likely to make a purchase at the mall in the following week. Additionally, when analyzing recency, when customers spent more time away from the PARCO app, customers are less likely to purchase something at the mall, decreasing to only 0.85 times likelihood. Finally, after making a purchase, if customers rated their last purchase, in the PARCO app you can rank from 1 to 5 based on your satisfaction, they are 1.1 times more likely to make another purchase in the following week. These key findings carry an important implication, which is that customers need more incentive to remain engaged with the app outside of the mall to increase purchase likelihood at PARCO. While it makes sense that customers would pull out their phone to use the app while at a PARCO location, engagement must also come before and after the mall visit. As we will explain more in our recommendations, this presents malls with an opportunity to use different tactics to keep customers engaged at all points of the purchase decision journey, not just when they are physically at the mall. So now I'll hand it over to Ashley, who's going to talk more about our findings at the store level.
Thanks, Katie. Now we know what influences the purchase decision at the mall. Let's take it one step further to see how to influence a customer's purchase decision at an individual store. We conducted a case study on a popular cosmetics and beauty supply store in the mall, which for privacy purposes we will refer to as Store A. What we found is that individual stores benefit from more focused engagement. Let's take a look at why. In order to determine what drives a customer to make a purchase at Store A, we built a model that was very similar to the one that Katie took you through at the mall level, but we pared the data down to include only Store A customers. We were able to get a little more specific with our engagement variables, differentiating the actions by whether they were done for Store A or all other stores in the mall. And we broke out the results into two areas, the effect of the ad and the effect of the brand. Let's start with the effect of the ad, which in this case is the feed the store is sending to customers. Interestingly enough, we found that liking Store A's feed actually did not have a significant impact on the customer's purchase decision at Store A. However, if customers liked any other store's feed, they were significantly less likely to make a purchase at Store A the following week. From this, we can conclude that stores want customers to engage as much as possible with their store on the app, not necessarily because it's directly driving purchases, but because it's keeping them from engaging with other stores, which we saw led to a negative effect. So while the effect of the ad was rather weak, the model did indicate that the effect of the brand was quite strong. When customers have Store A in their favorites, they are 2.1 times more likely to make a purchase at Store A if it is the only store in their favorites. If they also have other stores in their favorites, the effect is still positive, but is weakened to 1.7 times. This leads us to believe that when customers declare their loyalty to a store, they are much more likely to make a purchase, particularly if they are loyal to only one store. Now that we understand how to influence a customer to purchase at the store, let's move on to what influences the number of purchases a customer makes. This model is different from the previous two in that the dependent variable, or the variable that we are trying to understand, is the number of purchases a customer makes given that the customer has made the decision to purchase at Store A. What we found is that engagement is much more effective in driving purchases. Of customers who purchased, those that liked Store A's feed made 18.8% more purchases. And the effect of the brand was very similar to the result we saw in the previous model. Customers who were loyal to only Store A made 7.8% more purchases, but if they were also loyal to other stores, this positive effect was completely negated. These results led us to the insight that focused and exclusive engagement drives a higher number of purchases at the store. It's important to note that while these results tell an interesting story, Store A is only one store in PARCO, and the results of this analysis on other stores could vary. That being said, through this analysis, we have concluded that the mall and its stores share a complementary relationship. The mall wants its stores to succeed so that it doesn't have to deal with high turnover. And as the results showed, stores are benefiting from the mall's app, in turn contributing to the mall's success. However, in order to be as successful as possible individually, stores need to focus on building their brand and differentiating themselves from the competition, allowing them to form strong relationships with customers, leading to that loyalty that we found to be so valuable. Keeping this in mind as we move into our recommendations, we see opportunities to keep customers engaged at all points of the customer decision journey. Our tactics feed into this complementary relationship, benefiting both the mall and its stores. Let's start with before the purchase. We saw that engagement with the app had a positive effect on purchase behavior, and therefore we think it's important to enhance the user experience by developing more engaging feed content. One way the app could do this is by personalizing a user's feed content based on his or her past purchases and what he or she has liked before on the app. This would make the content more relevant to the user, making the experience more informative and enjoyable, resulting in more engagement. For example, if you were a sporting goods store, you would know based on my past activity that I love Nike, but I'm not a big fan of Adidas. Therefore, you could customize my feed to include more Nike, making it more relevant to me. Another tactic is to include a larger variety of posts on the feed, particularly with deals and promotions, rather than just pictures of products that are currently available. When a customer is getting something out of the engagement, they are much more likely to engage, which we saw led to more purchases. So you've gotten the customer into the store. The next step is to leverage the app to complement the customer's experience while shopping. One way you could do this is by utilizing push notifications to send deals, promos, and suggested products to shoppers while they are in the mall. This would provide them with useful information that would complement their experience. And since stores need to focus on strengthening their brand and building relationships with customers, they could tell their employees to promote the PARCO app and inform customers of incentives for following their stores. This would be the start to a strong relationship with customers, leading to loyalty, more purchases, and at the end of the day, more money in the store's pocket. And lastly, we don't want engagement to stop after the customer has made a purchase. We saw that rating a store post-purchase had a positive impact on a customer's future purchase decisions. Therefore, we recommend enhancing the rating feature on the app to encourage customers to utilize it. Right now, users are not rewarded for rating a store, and the average store ratings aren't visible to users on the app. We believe that rewarding users and making ratings more visible, or possibly even expanding this to full-fledged reviews, would not only incentivize users to rate their experience, but also enhance the user app experience, making it more useful and informative. All in all, implementing these recommendations would help both the mall and its stores really make the most out of this valuable app, leading to a thriving mall with customers who truly value their shopping experience and aren't ready to replace it with e-commerce. To wrap up, we brainstormed some possible next steps, which included performing additional analysis on other stores in the mall, testing the effectiveness of implementations, and leveraging the beacon data from the mall to uncover additional insights. We'd like to thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact Katie and me on LinkedIn or through email. Thank you.